Okay, welcome to part 2. I'm trying to make an internal ACME threading tool here, so we'll carry on a bit with that. The next thing to do is to put some relief behind here to leave a cutting area on the end of the tool, so we'll do that. I'm going in with the flap wheel initially, and then I think we'll use the bench grinder for the last bit. See how that does. Okay, I think we've got the essence of our tool now. Where are we? Now you see this dimension at the bottom here. We want 0.370p. Should use that for the internal or the external. I better check. But anyway, we'll work out a dimension for this bit. Take it off the end. And then we'll try and get our angles right just by honing with the tool set up in the lathe. I think I can see a way to do that. So we'll just work out a dimension, cut it down a bit, and then do some honing and see if it works. I don't know whether it will or not. It'll be fun. Alright, looking at the internal ACME chart, we're going to end up with this tip here around about 32 thou. You can see how small this tool is because of my finger there. That's my pinky. It's a tiny little thing. Have I given it enough clearance? We'll see, because bear in mind I started off with a cylinder that fitted down here. When I take a cut like that, the middle part is going to move into a smaller diameter, so I'll probably have to take a little off the top and bottom. But okay, let's get this end here close to 32 thou, just with the verniers and the grinder, and then we will pop it in the lathe and do some honing to try and get the angles really nice. Okay, just set it up in the lathe here to see how, in principle, it might work. I'm just gonna, it's touching just as I get in the back there. I don't really want to thin it down anymore. I'm just going to try and tweak the angle of the tool post a smidgen. Come on. Maybe just. Let's see how we go. There's not much room in there. No, it's going to touch at the back now. However, I think I'm in far enough there. Let's see if I've got my 1 1/4. Yeah, I have 1 300 thou, I think. Isn't my 0 there? I think we've got potential there. Now, next thing is to work out a way to hone this tip really accurately to the final dimension. So I've got a plan. I'll bring it back. Right, I hope you can see this. Got the piece of brass, and I've just turned here the 14.5 degree angle of an ACME thread. I put some tape on the back of my stone, and I can use that as a guide there to hone this corner, which hasn't worked so well, but it has worked. And then finally, to get the dimension here, with the tape towards the brass on this corner, which is going to work. And I've got to get it down to 32 thou across the tip. No matter if I go a little bit smaller, because I can hone a smidgen off the tip parallel, and then put me tiny corner radii on. but yeah, it's going to work. I've got to remember to keep plenty of relief on this side because it's a coarse thread. It'll need a bit of angle there, which probably creates an error, but I don't think it's going to be significant. So we'll do that and see how we go. Okay, I'm at that stage now where I kind of think we're going to have to give it a go. You can't see that very well, but it kind of rolls nicely almost into the bottom of there. Yeah, it's maybe as good as we're going to get for the time being. I'll just true the tip up dead on with a bit of bar, make sure it's really straight across the tip, and I think we're going to have to give it a go, bite the bullet, as they say. Alright, I've set the lathe up for 12 threads per inch. Instead of a scratch pass, I'm just going to make sure that it stays in line with this thread when I engage it. Yep, that's 12 threads per inch, or it's the same as I cut this anyway, which is what really matters. Which it was 12, it was 3/8 ACME. I can't put it off any longer. I have to go for it. Okay, here goes. Well, we took a cut. Let's take another one. Not sure how much it's pushing back, not sure if it's going to work at all really, but be brave, just make sure it's all snug about here. Okay, here goes. Here goes again. I'm going to have a good look in there now, see what's happening. Maybe just pushing the tool back may need some more relief or something, but I think it's promising. Okay, you know what? I don't like the finish much, but I think I had a slight rub. I've just reground the tool fraction. I think we're in with a chance of success. I hope you can see that. I'm going to work away very carefully, probably as I get deeper, just taking some cuts off the side, you know, not advancing the cross slide at all, using the compound to take some cuts off the side to open it out for the tool, and just carefully work my way down, and then lots of spring cuts, and see how we go. When I look how, come on focus, when I look how much material needs to come out, it scares me a little bit, but just work away at it patiently. I think we'll get there. Right, this is really working better than I expected. It's turning out nice little chips. It's cutting fairly smoothly and not making any horrible noises, and I'm on my final few passes now, so let's just have a look at that, and I think we're in business. Makes a little noise just as it enters the thread, and a little bit of chatter there, but once it gets going, pretty good. Ooh, we're getting close. It's tight. But it started. Couple more. Now, where was I for? One. Leave it at the same cut for a few passes and a lot of spring. That's what you expect. Well, we made it. It's tight, but it's in there. So that's what we like. Actually, let's just see if we can get the light right and get a shot right down the middle there. I'm actually quite... It needs deburring at the end there, and needs a little bit of clean up inside. Unfortunately, I don't have a tap or anything that I can do that with, but I might just be able to polish it a little bit. But the actual, if I can get the light there, not really. The actual finish on the cut part of the thread is not bad at all, so I'm pleased with that. I'll deburr the end, just face it clean and take it out. We'll have a look at it. Right, there we have it, finally. There's our itty bitty tool. Put my finger there, just show you how small it actually is. That'll come in useful for something. And if I can get in focus in there, actually really quite an acceptable fit and finish there. And I'm pleased with that. I'm more pleased with that than I am with this thread. This has got some fuzz in the middle of it, but I can live with that. Just so you can see, I've run it through a couple of times with some moly grease on it, and it is a nice fit. It goes a little tight in a few places, but that will do very nicely. Don't know whether it's worth all the time spent, but it's a challenge. We like a challenge. Now, if you've enjoyed watching this, please hit that subscribe button and come back. I'll try and keep interesting videos coming. Thanks very much. Good night.